For this calf massage slash stretch, you're gonna need either a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball, and or just a towel, a t-shirt, something that can be rolled up into kind of a tube. And then optionally, you can use another towel, blanket, something like that rolled up. You can use a foam roller like this one, something to just, you're gonna prop your ankle up if necessary. So something that will allow you to elevate your ankle up off the ground if you have trouble sitting like this. So for this, all you're really gonna do is sit in this sort of kneeling position with your feet under you. And a lot of people may struggle with this position. This may not feel comfortable on your ankles. So like I mentioned before, if this is really challenging for you, you can put something underneath your ankle to kind of prop it up and support you. That way your foot can move freely. But I'm going to demonstrate without the foam roller first. So let's say you have a knot in just the middle of your calf right here, and that's the point that you want to roll out, so to speak. So you can take the lacrosse ball or the tennis ball, put it on that spot, and you're just going to sit down. All right, so now we've got kind of this targeted spot, and we're sort of clamping the ball in place, and we're applying pressure to our calf with our body weight, our thigh. And you can just sit there and hold that for 20, 30 seconds, a minute, as long as it still feels okay for you. So we're just gonna hold pressure on there, and you can move it around after 20, 30 seconds, a minute, whatever. You can move it up or down, and we're just gonna sit there. And so we're putting pressure directly into that knot. It's similar if you had somebody gave you a massage and they found a knot and they just kind of pushed pressure on it. It's the same thing that we're doing with the tennis ball. Okay, so that is option number one. If you find that doing it with your ankle flat on the ground is too challenging, or you don't have that ankle flexion to do that, you can do the same thing, like I said, with your ankle propped up. So this time, ankle propped up, I'm just gonna sit back and hold that pressure there. Okay. And that's it. It's the same thing. You just changed, giving your ankle a little bit more freedom. All right, and you can hold that there. The other option, if you don't have a tennis ball or you find that that is too much pressure, you can also do something similar with a towel or a blanket. So you're going to take your towel or blanket and you're going to roll it up into a tube, like so. And then you want it in such a way that the tail end, if you will, is going in the same direction as your feet, so that you can continue to roll it up if you need to, and it won't come unrolled. And same thing, we're just going to sit down. Again, if you need to use something under your ankles, you can. This is a little bit gentler than a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, because you're getting more surface area. It's less targeted to a specific part of your muscle. And the towel is just a little softer and squishier. This also will put a little bit of pressure. You may feel it on the back of your thigh and your hamstrings. It's going to put some pressure there as well. You just keep working out. So those are a few ways that you can get some of the knots out of your calves without having to do a traditional calf stretch.